Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Jamie and we're going to jump right on into your messages for today. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to know when I upload something new. Also remember that everything is not going to resonate with everyone. Please take what's for you and boop, leave the rest, okay? When I was meditating, the song Love is Blind by Eve kept interrupting my meditation. It just kept the intro music that just kept playing over and over in my head. So Eve, Love is Blind. I think that was it for my meditation. Once I cleared that song, it was a good meditation, relaxing, but that song for like the first 5 minutes of my meditation was just there. Trying to think if I saw any cards. I saw Perspective. I think it was in the Red Rose Love Oracle deck. There was one more too that I saw. We'll see if either one of those, I'll remember it when I see it. We'll see if any of those come back out. One more. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one. Inside Scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. And on this card, it looks like this guy is looking through a magnifying glass at a glass of something. I'm not sure. But inside scoop, up in your business. Closer look, nosy. It's a common thing with my readings. Someone up in your business, stalking, spying, getting information. So it's not really anything new. But let's see if we get a new story, if I get any new feelings about it. Last one. Child services, kids at risk of being taken or is about to, reporting something, neglect, abuse. This is a card that I get a lot in my readings. Yeah. Kind of makes me uneasy when I pull it because I'm a mom, so I don't want anybody's kids to get taken or neglected or abused. So it bothers me when that card comes out. It also says reporting something. So also going back to the first card, Inside Scoop, nosy up in your business. Someone can be reporting something not having to do with a child, like your social media pages is what came to mind. Also heard like your finances. I'm not sure where they report your finances or something like if you've applied for something and you maybe didn't tell the full truth on something, then they could be, reporting that. I don't know. I don't know. Obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, karmic. I'm getting something specific. So with obsessive lover, it says possessiveness and unhealthy, along with inside scoop, nosy, being up in your business. I feel like maybe a past lover, past mother or father of your child possibly is the one doing the reporting. Maybe because they're like obsessed with you, they want you back, and maybe they feel like that's a way to get your attention, get you back. I'm not sure how that will work, but you hear that squeaking noise, that is my neighbor's car. He just started it up, so fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. So I feel like this past person is being nosy, being up in your business by creating fake accounts. I'm not sure why they would have to create a fake account. Just because you're, an ex doesn't mean you have to be enemies, even though that's how a lot of relationships end up. But it says dangerous, toxic. I mean, it sounds toxic from just up in your business, creating fake social accounts. So, I mean, anything else? I tried to do the shuffling of the cards on my pre-shuffle the split way, like when you, I don't know how to, this way. My hands was cramping up. Even just doing that, my hands was cramping. So I'm gonna stick to the way I shuffle. Be trying new things, and it don't always work out. I saw haunted under there. Cock blocking, yeah, okay. Okay, so maybe you have a new person in your energy, a new love interest, a new person that is pursuing you, and this ex person is making accounts, creating drama to block this new love. Possibly going as far as reporting you somewhere, child services, income. Yeah, what? I'm gonna do the last card and I'm gonna see what's on the bottom. Moving. Did you maybe have to move away from someone because of stalking? Are they reporting you because you're moving away from them with their child? Because some court orders and stuff, they have a specific verbiage where you have to report something to the court if you're planning on moving that child out of state or you going out the country with the child. So maybe you didn't let the parent know or ask permission. To me, that sounds so crazy to ask permission from something that came out of my body. But anyway, and maybe they're reporting that to court. Or maybe they're just reporting your social media accounts. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That was on the bottom. Giving money. This was also in the reading yesterday. Giving money. Fake flexing, acts rich, flosses, money, acts fancy, shows off is under that. Romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover, ain't shit. Okay, so this obsessive lover person with the fake accounts and the being up in your business and the cock blocking, I feel like that for whatever reason, they feel like you're fake flexing from what they're seeing on your profiles, your social medias, when they're using their fake accounts, or you're acting like you're fake happy without them, and that's pissing them off. Romantic love affair, and with the cock blocking, I feel like they feel or they know or they possibly have seen on your social media accounts that you are involved with someone, and that just doesn't sit that just doesn't sit right with them. But fake accounts, this lady got her cup of something, her tea or coffee. She on Google and she is looking everything up, figuring it out. Possessiveness. Blue, depression, sadness, water, intuition, open spaces, inspiration. So maybe this obsessive lover is in a deep state of depression or sadness, and to possibly make them feel better, they are reporting your stuff, they're causing drama in your new relationship. But I feel like with intuition also on the blue card, I feel like you kind of know this person anyway. You know how they are, you know how they operate, but you're also using your intuition to kind of navigate when they're gonna pop up, how they're gonna pop up. Just letting your new person, if you're in a new relationship, know that, you know, this is what they do. I heard something about reporting something to your job. So also just letting your superiors, I don't know why I said that. Maybe it's because I was in the military, and you know, that's how we kind of speak about people that are higher ranking than us. So maybe you're in the military, maybe this person is reporting something to your command, which will very much give, it very much gives obsessive lovers. So I mean, they're in a different kind of headspace. It kind of gives me the, if I can't have you, no one can. If you're not happy with me, you ain't gonna be happy nowhere else. You're gonna be jobless, childless, bootless. I'm not laughing at the situation. It's a nervous giggle, my bad. I'm perplexed is what I am. Cause what? Bees, hardworking person, fertilization, life-sustaining sting, sweet situation, growth, seeking, provider, respected, fearless. I feel like wherever this person is reporting things to, so let's say to your job, I feel like you are a kind of stand-up employee, stand-up person in your job field. So I don't feel like if they are reporting things to work that, you know, your superiors, your bosses, whoever, are gonna take, you know, too much into what they're saying. However, at a certain point, if it keeps getting said, you know, they're gonna have to, you know, do something with that information. So growth, I feel like you outgrew this person. You outgrew their childish mentality. That one is nail. Building, not solid, needs securing, build over, painful but truthful, communication, nail and coffin, hitting the nail on the head, put a pin in it for later, new beginning needed, flawed situation, tower moment. Yes, this person is absolutely going through a tower moment. I'm not sure what is happening in their life, but it doesn't feel like it's a lot of good happening in their life. And I feel like because their life is kind of in shambles, that they come in a wreck shop at yours. I also feel like it says new beginning needed. I feel like you gave all you could to that situation, and now that you're starting a new beginning, here they come with the nonsense. Also got you and your new person possibly moving in together. That's what I got from seeing the moving card. And that's really gonna make this past person upset. I feel like they're already upset from what they're seeing when they're looking at your social medias through these fake accounts, which is making them more obsessed. And I feel like they're trying to, I pulled out too, they're trying to get the scoop, the inside scoop on this person that you're dealing with. All right, the two that didn't want to go in the deck. Tape, Very sticky situation, cutting things away in order to hold things together, fixing things. I feel like you've tried to fix things with this person, even if it's not getting back together. I feel like you've tried to right whatever wrong you played in the relationship or the situation, but I don't feel like that is enough for this person. I feel like because they are down and out, I feel like they are going to try to bring you with them in whatever capacity that means for them. Jam also didn't want to go in the deck. Stressed in life, caution, a new start in life, change direction, feeling stuck in a situation. Situation will not work out in future as planned. Look at the positive side of in a jam, a sticky situation. Yeah, this person is stressed. This person is absolutely stressed. And this situation wasn't supposed to work out. If this is the energy that this person brought to the table, this was not going to work. And maybe you felt stuck until you unstuck yourself and moved on. Excuse my dog in the background making all the noise. That's a bunch. All right, it's 2, and I'm gonna take these last 2. Black, undercover, quiet exit, cheater, runner, dangerous activity, leave. Okay, I'm also getting something else. Okay. If you are still with this person, I feel like they make fake accounts to talk to you to see if you will bite, to see if you will cheat on them because you think it's someone else. This guy's also on a bike, or woman, I'm not sure the sex, but it looks like a man. They're also on a motorcycle. Maybe a motorcycle is significant. The other card that came out was umbrella, femininity, fashion, shelter, prestige, power, protection, prosperity, royalty, a need for protection. So with this card, it says shelter and a need for protection. And then black with the bicycle said dangerous activity. I hate when I get these feelings. I feel like if you are still in this situation with this person, that it is not a healthy situation. And I say that also because on the bottom of the deck is stethoscope, heart, mind, body, health card, get well, be well, get checkup, healthy choices, change in diet or exercise. And I feel like being with this person, if you are still in this situation, no matter the time span that they've gone without showing their asses, I feel like it's right around the corner. And I feel like they're still doing things to catch you doing something. Under that is teal, receptive and clear, clarity of thought, great communication, know thyself. I feel like it was another card that said something about intuition. I feel like you know that you're not supposed to stay in this relationship. Maybe you're settling. And I say maybe you're settling because maybe you guys have a child together. But with that obsessive lover card, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, then the health card, need for protection, dangerous activity, the black card is also saying leave. I feel like this is strongly urging you. You know, we're human, we have free will to do what we're gonna do, right? I feel like this message for whoever it is for is strongly urging you to unstick yourself from this messy situation, from this. I see dangerous on the board twice. Dangerous activity and dangerous, toxic, unhealthy. I don't want to say they're dangerous, but I kind of feel like it could come to that. whether it be self-harm, you harm, child harm. Mm. I feel like if you are in a relationship with a person and it is toxic and your person has gone, let's say, a few months without, being, their typical unhinged, that's what I got, unhinged self. I feel like that is another episode is right around the corner, and I feel like it's going to be a lot worse. Yeah, umbrella. Umbrella says protection and a need for protection in two separate lines. Also got leaving is usually the most dangerous time for people in domestic violence situations. This reading is so heavy and dark. But leaving is usually the most dangerous time for a person leaving a domestic violence situation. And domestic violence does not have to always be physical. Okay? And it doesn't always have to be man against woman. It can be woman against man against man, woman against woman, whatever. Okay? It's interchangeable. And I feel like with the protect on here twice, I am very much getting that you may have to file a protective order for yourself and possibly your child. Woo. And then that brings me back to the moving card, or you may have to have them removed from your home if you guys are still together. You may have to just pick up you and your child. If there's no child involved, then pick up your stuff and move. But I feel like the message today for whoever it's for is strongly urging you to leave the situation. I'm not going to harp on it too much because I said what I said. I saw what I saw. I felt what I felt. I heard what I heard. Also, an umbrella, it says femininity, shelter. I feel like there is also someone in your energy that will provide that shelter, allow you to be in your soft energy. And that goes for, so with tarot, it is energies, right? So masculine, feminine, everyone possesses both, right? It just depends on where you fall on the spectrum of more feminine, in the middle, more masculine. So if this is saying femininity and you're a male that's watching this, or a man that's watching this, I think it's ultimately saying, I feel it's ultimately saying being in your soft, not having to be on guard, not wondering when the other shoe is gonna drop, like not being on edge. I feel like this newer person in your energy will provide that. Or even just being by yourself and not putting up with all of this can also push you in that calm space, that calm energy that you may need. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. So this brings me back to them making fake accounts. I honestly think it's making fake accounts back to Inside Scoop as well as upping your business or a closer look. I feel like they're making these fake accounts to try to catch you up in doing something that they feel like you're doing, whether you're doing it or not. That's what I feel that they think. And with this, it says third party interference or temptation. Don't be tempted by these people that you've never seen in person online, because it may very well be the person that you're in a relationship with or a toxic ex. Trying to see if you are going to, you know, talk spicy to this other person, which is them, but they are going through great lengths to prove that you are not who you show other people you are. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. And I feel like there's like I said, there's another person in your energy that could provide you with that if you allowed it. Also, if you're not still in a relationship with this obsessive lover, then you're already, you know, experiencing the passion, the insane chemistry, the like for each other equally, the having fun. But just be mindful of this person over in the cootie cut, because I feel like if you are in a relationship and they get an inkling that you are, or and you're not with them anymore, I feel like they are going to not make it easy for you and this new person. Thankfully, I feel that this new person is, you know, up for the challenge. But I don't feel like they're gonna make it easy. Okay, girl with the snake. Empath or narcissist, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. I feel like you may have enabled this person. You may have stayed too long for whatever reason. I feel like you have very lackadaisical boundaries when it comes to this person. And so they're going to continue to act the way they act if you stay. You're not showing them that the craziness that they do, the way they act, has any consequences. And I feel like other people in their life may also enable them. Wedding rings. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Maybe you stay because you feel like this is a soul connection. Maybe it is a soul connection. Maybe you guys have been in a relationship in past lives. However, in this life right here, they acting a fool. That's a lot that they got going on over there. And I feel like it's all to try to prove that you're doing something. Even if you're not, they are going through great lengths. Also with wedding rings, it says union, wedding, married. If you are seeing someone else and it's getting serious and y'all talking about moving in and stuff, I saw when I giggled, I saw like a wedding of you and this new person, this person that, you know, you're having fun with, you're passionate, you know, bliss over here. I saw the wedding, and I saw crazy person coming in the wedding and just wreaking havoc, wrecking shop. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want a date. Yeah. I feel like I said, if you're not still with this person, you have already met another person and things are going really well. Possibly to the point where an engagement or a wedding or marriage is you know, in the cards, on the horizon. Woo! This person, I feel like they're just gonna make y'all's life like a living hell. Like I said, I feel like you're gonna have to get a restraining order, possibly for you and your new person. If there's a child involved, they're either going to take your child and make it hard for you to see your child, or you're going to have to get a protective order for your child as well. That's on the bottom. Karmic relationship. Fleeting triggers turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Yeah, so this relationship feels like a lesson that you needed to learn. And if you're still in this relationship, I feel like you have not learned that lesson. And the longer you stay, the harder it's going to be to make your exit. Even though your intuition, your discernment, your brain is telling you to exit, for whatever reason, you are staying. And if you've already moved on, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you made that decision for yourself to let go and love on you, because it feels like love is very hard to do in this relationship, or was very hard to do in this relationship, because you never knew what was going to happen from day to day. You never knew what you were coming home to. You never knew what you were walking into. You just never knew. Under that is abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. I feel like you've been doing that. You've been manifesting. You've been telling the universe, God, whoever you subscribe to, exactly what you want. And I feel like if you're still in that situation, you manifesting, you telling them what you want, probably does not involve this person. And it's going to take longer for you to get the things that you want, because you have this person, this karmic relationship, this karmic, like a soul tie almost, in your life. It makes things harder when you have like dark, negative things around you, right? But if you were out of that situation, I feel like you and this new person, abundance. Like, you see this lady throwing the money in the air. Give me some, girl. But I feel like you guys are going to be so abundant, so fulfilled in this new relationship. Yeah, this new person, whether you're in a relationship with them or not, they're really crushing hard. They really, even if you guys are already in a relationship, I feel like you are still there. What's it? Man crush Monday, woman crush Wednesday. I still think like even if you have gotten married already, I feel like they still date you. They still show you that, show you all the things that they showed you when they were first pursuing you. That's a lot. Intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. You already know. I feel like you've been here before. Because it says the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. I feel like you've already seen these red flags before. Maybe you thought you was playing flag football, but that's not what it is. This is not a circus. This is not a carnival. I mean, it kind of feels circusy. It just feels just all over the place. I see like yelling from this person. I feel like you kind of just look at them like, what the hell? But I see yelling. I see like dishes being thrown. The red flags you're ignoring, that you're choosing. What you don't change, you're choosing, okay? So if you stay in this situation, you are choosing the chaos. Choosing the chaos. Maybe this person that you're in a relationship with is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe you're a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Possibly even the new person. It's on the bottom. Liar. Be careful of someone sneaky. Maybe they're projecting this cheating scenario onto you because they are or have cheated. Or maybe the sneaky part is from them creating the fake accounts to try to get you to interact with a new person. Also, liar, maybe I feel like they could possibly be lying to other people. Like I said, jobs, courts, whoever will listen. Maybe they're making up things to make you look bad. Which doesn't really make any sense, because if they are choosing to stay with you as well and they're kicking all this dirt on your name, they look just as crazy as they're trying to make you seem. Spy is under liar. Someone has got their eye on you, or you are doing your research. Move on is under that. I'm trying to think of the dates of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think I'm going to make a little card to write that down, so when I do get cards like that, I know where I'm going, like what direction. So like Aries, I think is March, end of March, beginning of April, I want to say. I think. These cards are so smooth. I saw clarity. Twin flame, mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. So if you're staying in this relationship, if you are choosing the chaos, yes, I said you are choosing the chaos, then what they're showing you, the energy that they're giving you, is somehow a mirror of how you feel about yourself. If this is what you feel like you deserve, then more power to you. But your intuition is telling you that you know better. What did they say? We attract the level that we're on. And when I you attract the level of how you feel about yourself, or something like that. So if you feel like you should be verbally abused, lied on, then this is what you're going to stick with. But if you know that you deserve better, then you either have already moved on, or you are in the process of moving on. Man got his boxes. He out of there. I'm at top 39. I keep seeing the purple card. I think it's clarity. Clarity or exhaustion. You could be exhausted with this situation. I was cold a second ago. Now I'm hot. Confessions, unveiling, coming clean, messages. So what I got from that is, with these fake accounts, you have possibly entertained a conversation or two with this new person, And now your actual person that you're in a relationship is gonna unveil that it's them. Like, boom, I caught you. You were trying to talk to him, you were trying to talk to her, and it was me, and this is what you were saying. So be careful with entertaining people outside of your relationship, because even if it's toxic, you're still in a relationship. And if you want to speak to other people, you know, get to know other people in that capacity, then just end this, so they have no reason to be like, oh, you're cheating on me. The card that fell out was pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn. If you don't have anyone, if you haven't met anyone yet, I feel like possibly it could just be you not wanting to be by yourself. Also, too, with pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn, also you might stay because you don't want to seem like a failure. But doing what's best for yourself it's never a failure. It's not a failure. It's nothing to be ashamed of, because no one knows what you endure with people except for you. And I say this with an example of how parents or family members will be like, oh, my brother would never do that. They only know their brother as a brother. They don't know their brother as a husband, boyfriend, partner. You know, so people get different versions of people depending on, you know, the dynamic. So like the mom or the dad can say, oh no, you know, my daughter would never. You don't know your daughter. You know your daughter as your daughter. You may not know the daughter or the son or the brother. They may not know their family member behind closed doors or in the capacity that you know them. So no one can tell you how to feel. No one can tell you that, you know, you're moving too fast with breaking it off. But with this situation, I feel like you're not moving too fast. It would not be a hasty decision. I feel like you've endured a lot over here. And it's time to choose yourself. I think I had another reading similar to red flags you ignore. Now we'll come back later to bite. I think that's actually the title of something similar to that. Go check that out. Distance, separation, space, blockage. And this goes back to the moving card. Maybe you need to remove yourself. Maybe you need to separate from this person. Give yourself some space from this nasty. It feels heavy. Obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing. I feel like they feel like you are hiding something. I feel like when the whole time it's them that's hiding and being sneaky. Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, again, resilience. Just 2 minutes. Choose yourself. Be there for you, your child, if you have children or a child. But this person has a lot of things that they need to sort through, especially if you guys are not even together anymore and they're still doing all of these things to hurt you. It's kind of odd. I never understood why once you break up with somebody, it's like, you're terrible, I want you to hurt type of thing, when at some point you cared about that person. Let's just agree to disagree and just move on peacefully. 3 of Cups in reverse, betrayal, disharmony, toxic friendship, anger. I swear, when I say anger, I can see like a person like this, and like grabbing dishes and throwing them on the ground and screaming some more, and just swiping stuff off of a table or counter. It's loud. It's loud in the room. It's loud to the point where my ears are ringing. The High Priestess, intuitive, subconscious, inner voice, third eye. You know what has to be done. You know that you need to leave the situation alone. You know that this is not healthy. You know. Six of Cups in reverse. Stuck in the past, regret, not letting go, denial. You're in denial that this is bullshit. This is nonsense. Stuck in the past. Remember earlier when I said I feel like this has happened before, or you've gone through this before with this person? It's like you're just waiting for it to happen over again, so you're never like calm, you're never at peace, because you're waiting for them to blow up and throw some dishes. The Moon. Okay. The Moon says unconscious, illusions, intuition, deception. That is 3 intuition cards on the table. You need to listen. You need to listen, because I feel that this is going to get worse. I feel, oh, okay, ooh, this just popped in my head. Child services. I feel like when I said this is gonna get worse, I felt the person, or I could hear, okay. So a lot of times when I feel things or I see things, I can kind of be tucked off in the corner of the room that it's happening in to get like a bird's eye view. I don't know, I've always been like that, even as a kid. Okay. So what I saw and heard was, it's in a kitchen. I'm kind of off to the left over in the corner, and it's kind of happening right here. And this person is screaming, cursing, throwing dishes, slapping stuff off of wherever it's sitting. And then it kind of like fast forwards, right? And I see flashing lights. I see, I hear officers talking, because I hear the radios or the walkie-talkies or whatever. And I feel like this situation has gotten, or can possibly get so bad, that the cops are being called. And this is how child services gets involved. What's on the bottom? The Tower in reverse. Disaster avoided, delayed disaster, fear of suffering, resisting change. I feel like staying is just delaying the disaster. I got chills hearing and seeing the different things in the kitchen. I grew up in a very hectic, domestic violence ridden household before I moved with my other parent. So I'm very in tune with things like that. And it's not healthy for a kid. If a kid is involved, it's definitely not healthy for a child. It's not healthy for anyone. Toxic. It's very toxic. What's under the Tower? Ace of Swords in reverse, confusion, miscommunication, destruction, and poor judgment. You are absolutely using poor judgment if you stay in this fuckery. This is so destructive. I feel this is destructive to your career, your livelihood, because if cops are getting involved, then it's he said, she said, or it's person against person, and it could go really bad. Five of Pentacles, poverty, hardship, sickness, scandal. Yeah, this is playing with your livelihood. If you go to jail, you can't make no money in jail. Lordy. Let's go with the Heal Yourself card. I was very apprehensive about this reading today. I don't know, it felt. Remember the song I said I channeled before any of these cards came out? Love is blind. Love is blind. It'll take over your mind. If you think it's love, it's truly not. You need to elevate and find. Listen. Go, if you've never heard this song or you don't know all the words, go and read the lyrics or listen to this song. I remember hearing this song as a kid. My mom used to play it, and that's where I experienced seeing domestic violence. I'm gonna need some sage after this. All right, what we got? Alchemy, number 25. This is the card. I think love is blind. It'll take over your mind is what my title is going to be today. Alchemy. The path you are on is about to go through a very powerful transformation. Nothing is how it seems. You have an opportunity to take a big leap in your level of consciousness. It is extremely important that you focus on letting go of any negativity and beliefs that no longer serve you. You have access to the energy of alchemy, which can transform the most challenging experiences into incredible gifts and miracles. Meditate and take action on your highest goals and dreams. They are on their way to coming true. Let go of your expectations. What is about to appear can surpass anything you have ever dreamed of. The most important part is that you are prepared and ready to receive. The energy around you is very potent at the moment, so make sure that you are using this time as productively as possible. Give yourself time for prayer, gratitude, and celebration. Action. Rub your hands together vigorously for 40 seconds. Then place your hands a few centimeters apart. Visualize a golden ball of light. Focus your intention on what you would like to create and place this intention into the golden light. Then move your hands towards your heart. Feel your heart expand and grow full. Ask your higher self to guide you towards your deepest expansion and evolution. Powerful transformation, the Tower moment, like you. Whoever this message is for, my prayers, my love, my heart goes out to you in this situation. Whew. All right, guys. That's all I have for you guys today. I haven't been going live on TikTok, but I do have a few live highlights over there. I might do a short little something I can stick over there because I haven't been on there in a couple days. But if you want to go over there and check me out, it's the same name, Yamaya S. Over on TikTok, go ahead and give me a follow, shoot me a message. If you have questions that you would like to ask and maybe get like some answers to, go ahead and shoot me a message over there. I'm also gonna link my email down, and I think my community page or something like that. I'm new to YouTube, guys. Give me a minute. Um, so yeah, so you guys will have a better way of communicating with me if you don't want to get in the comments and tell all your business. Love and light to you all, especially if this message resonated with you. Love and light. I'm out of here.